What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Thank God for Wrestling podcast. I'm co-host number one, CJ McClure.
Host two, Johnny King.
Jade Cargill has signed with WWE. She has been spotted at the Performance Center. Sports Center is talking about it, and let's talk about it.
You got it, bro. You got it.
Handful of things to talk about. I'll just jump straight into it. Should she go to NXT first, or should she go to the main roster first?
I think, in my opinion, I don't know if she's main roster ready, but with all the hype around her right now, I think it'd be a crime not to put her straight on a Raw or SmackDown. Like, yes, she may need the tidiness in the Performance Center, but I think they got to put her on the main roster, bro. With all the traction they're getting, they got to debut her on the main roster. Yeah.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I obviously she needs to go to the Performance Center for a reason first, but all the hype that WWE is getting around this, and because this is a big signing. I mean, this is a big jumping to ship moment. You got to go straight to the main roster.
Yeah.
So transitioning into that, who is the first person you want to see her feud with? And then just in general, name all the fantasy matches you already have for her.
First person I want to see her feud with is Charlotte. And I want her to obliterate. I put on a good match, but obliterate Charlotte at the same time. Because her and Charlotte, they're kind of similar, stature, moves. Jade is just more of a stronger moveset. But yeah, I think her and Charlotte could do money TV. But I want to see her and Rhea have a feud, man. They could put on a banger. Two of the strongest women in WWE, just going at it, man. But yeah, I believe that this was the perfect move for her because she AEW didn't know what to do with her. AEW doesn't know how to make stars. They just know how to take people from the indies and just elevate them to like just a more bigger scene, I guess. But WWE knows how to craft and hone characters and make stars. Like no one from AEW is going to make movies and stuff. WWE is are the people who are making movie stars, and Jade Cargill will eventually be a movie star.
I agree. First person for me, Bianca Belair.
Yep. Okay.
I have a hunch though, they might save that for WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think that's what they are gonna end up doing. Um, I would definitely. I don't know. I don't know. I'm guessing they would make Jade the heel in that situation, but I wouldn't mind seeing Bianca be heel for that feud either.
He'll Bianca in NXT was cooking.
Yeah, literally. So I don't know, man.
For me, and Rhea would be awesome too, but I don't know. I'm curious what Shayna could do with Jade.
Okay, I could see that. That might be like a good like first feud just to get her feet wet, just to see what she can do, just to get her over, Because Shayna would be willing to put her over for sure.
Yeah.
Um, and that would be like a good first feud to get her feet wet, have her debut in some sort of way. Whether that's Shayna confronting her, or her confronting Shayna. But I could definitely see that, yeah.
I think Becky versus Jade, whether it's on NXT or not, would be a good one just for the sake of star power. I could definitely just see because it's like hot star coming over to the company. Well, you're talking against one of the first woman to win the main event at WrestleMania, and I feel like Becky could use that to her advantage, just saying like, you didn't really do that much over in the other company while I've been over here swimming with sharks,
Yeah.
like saying stuff like that. I'm sorry, Jade versus Asuka or like Io Sky, I feel like would be interesting, kind of like a clash of
Yeah,
styles.
I would definitely love to see her and Io go at it for sure. Yeah. What I will say though, I would not be surprised if we end up seeing Jade Cargill in one of the women's main events for WrestleMania, like WrestleMania 40, I feel like they're gonna build her up fast, bro.
You think she'll win the Royal Rumble?
I feel like that's too predictable. But man, predictable is not always a bad thing. But I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know.
Predictable isn't always a bad thing. I mean, that's why people like to see other people win in their hometowns. But I don't know. My women's Royal Rumble pick has been Liv Morgan for a minute now. I feel like they're going to build Liv back up and to dethrone Rhea. That's just me personally. But Jade signing now kind of throws a wrench in everything. So now let's split hairs with this question. Does Jade go to Raw or SmackDown first?
I think she's got to go to SmackDown.
Yeah.
You got Charlotte, EO. You got Bailey. If you want to do a Bailey feud, and Raw, Becky Lynch isn't on Raw anymore. So on Raw you have Rhea. I guess she's kind of on Raw. Yeah. Raw you have Rhea, Shayna. I mean,
I mean, don't forget Nia Jax, of course. I mean,
man, if I will, bro. If WWE somehow puts her in a feud with Nia Jax, like to start, oh boy, I would. Oh boy, I would be hot, boy. Oh my goodness, bro. I'm not
the Jade better freaking win if they do
literally,
that.
no, literally. I wouldn't know what to say. I really wouldn't know what to say.
Liv versus Jade would be interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I've always, I don't know. I've liked Liv Morgan, but she hasn't always been like. I just feel like I don't know, man. She just like to me doesn't have any like, oh my God, I love her. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I think she's a good WWE superstar. Like, yeah,
I think she's pretty athletic. I think she's gotten better over the years. She's a good, just that underdog person, that underdog wrestler.
Mm.
To me, I don't know if this is the best comparison, but she's kind of like a female, almost Sami Zayn or Rey Mysterio to
yeah,
me.
yeah. I see
In,
what you're
in
saying.
that in
Uh-huh.
that sense, I'm behind Liv. Her character could probably be a little better. I mean, I did like how she kind of got a mean streak and got aggressive with her feud with Ronda. Sidebar, I think it was Money in the Bank. My stepdad's watching the tag match with me when it was Liv and Raquel versus Ronda and Shayna. And when he saw Liv, he looks at me and goes, "She needs to get out of this ring before she hurts herself."
Yeah,
Which
she kind of gives us like a kid vibe, I guess, a little
a
bit.
little bit,
Yeah,
but I think that's low key. Just I feel like that is her actual personality in real life. I saw like clips of her on Sheamus's YouTube page of the workouts, and you can just see she's a little quirky. You know, teach their own. Everybody's
yeah.
different, but I don't know. I like Liv personally. I mean, I think that'd be interesting. On the topic of strong, though, if done right, give me heel Raquel versus Jade.
I would like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
like that. I would like that. They could put on a banger. I feel like. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I will say though, this might be a reach. It probably is a reach. But whenever Mercedes or Sasha Banks, if she is to come back to WWE, people are saying she's gonna go with AEW before she eventually. I do think we'll see Sasha Banks back in WWE sooner rather than later, whether that's under the name of Sasha Banks or Mercedes Monet. But her and Jade, that could be money TV for sure. Yeah.
I agree. Let's end with this, unless if you have anything more. What is your prediction? When is Jade going to debut?
Yo, I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, it will have to be one of the, at least in my eyes, one of the bigger pay-per-views. So I could see her doing at Survivor Series or Royal Rumble or like an Elimination Chamber. Because I definitely think they're gonna have her on the Mania card. They're gonna have her on the Mania card for sure. So they would definitely have to do it before then. So I don't know. Survivor Series, my prediction: Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, or Elimination Chamber will make the most sense.
I'm gonna go Survivor Series for sure, for sure. I don't know if they're gonna wait that long, for Jade. I mean, because they have to capitalize on this. I
Yeah,
mean, I respect waiting for the right time, but you can't drag out the waiting time because I feel like people are gonna eventually forget, oh yeah, they signed Jade, and then she shows up.
yeah.
So I say Survivor Series. I think Chicago is a solid city for a debut to be in. And besides, Survivor Series is low key known for debuts anyway. Undertaker, Kurt Angle, The Rock, The Shield.
Yeah. I
Add
just
Jay to that list.
I don't know if they would. I mean, maybe they would have to because we might get CM Punk at Survivor Series. We might get Punk,
We've already talked about that. So
I don't know if we could get two debuts. I don't see anything wrong with that.
I guess hypothetically, I feel like you'd have to go Jade first and then Punk.
For sure. They cannot have they cannot have Punk first and then he come out. Punk will have to close the show.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to close the show.
we shall see. But exciting stuff. Pretty big W for WWE, if you ask me. Hopefully, they take advantage of this. I have no more thoughts on this unless if you do.
Yeah, no, man. I'm just excited to see what they're gonna do with her, man. She has so much potential, and I'm glad that WWE has her now so that her potential can be used and be crafted to the fullest. So we're gonna see her in Hollywood one day, man. That's all I gotta say.
She's just in shape, man. I mean, you said she's strong, but like you just look at her, she
Chiseled,
is
bro.
in shape.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, she's when it comes to that category, she's her.
No, literally, yeah. Hey, bro. I wouldn't mind seeing a little Carmelo and Jade couple up, man. He's her. I mean, she's her. I'm him. Hey, bro. That's hard, bro. Come on, that's hard, bro. That's hard. And they're both
Maybe
flashy too.
maybe Carmelo and Jade versus Montez and Bianca.
Hey, we need to be bookers, bro. We need to book the show. We need to book the show, bro. Come on, we need to book the show. WWE could
Hunter, if you
hire us, bro. Hire us.
Hunter, you see us, give us a call.
Facts. This is a match that I wanted. This is my favorite match of the night, bro. I have my thoughts about Tiffany Stratton. I love Tiffany Stratton. We'll get to that for main event. But Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov, man. I'm saying it now, bro. Ilya Dragunov, you could arguably say he is the best wrestler in the world right now.
He's just so intense. I
Bro,
know who I'm putting him against in our next dream match video, but he's so intense and just versatile and acrobatic and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else you say, but he is definitely in the conversation in terms of like because people argue Roman's the best in the world because of like just his aura, his enigma, and he Roman can't put on good matches. But Ela, is that how you say it, right?
I think it's Ilya.
Ilya, yeah. I
Ilya.
mean,
Yeah.
but he is more technical than Roman is. So, I mean, if you want to talk about just strict wrestling ability, yeah, I would say Ilya is in the conversation.
Bro, like bro, he gets me. I be lit when I be watching him, bro. Like I be in my chair, bro, like bro's promos. He's like so intense, so believable. He's like over dramatizing everything, but it's not like I'm annoyed by it. Like it's good. Like it's like he's acting like a Shakespearean play, like in the middle of the ring. And like when bro says "Long live the czar," I'm like, bro, that's hard, bro. Like I need that on a shirt, bro. Like and his finisher, the flying elbow, bro,
The H bomb.
that just looks so like, oh my god, bro. Like, oh my god, bro. Him and Carmelo put on, bro. That one for the books, man. One for the books. One for the books
This was a candidate for match of the year.
for sure. And this showed that Carmelo can also work that technical style too. Even though, like, he obviously Carmelo, he's gonna do his flashy, like flippy moves, but he can stand toe to toe with one of the best technical wrestlers in the world. And I'm happy that Dragunov won. I mean, this is great, bro.
But Johnny, they brought it back. showed them walking and played the dun dun
Yeah,
dun
yeah.
dun dun. Dun. I
Dun.
was like,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
go, baby. I was like, I just like you, I leaned in my chair and it was that was hype. That was so hard and tough. I mean, just both guys were locked in. I mean, Ilya just doing that
His
and
rope,
Melo just
bro.
walking with the belt and his glasses. I mean, these guys, they're them, bro. They Dusty Rhodes' words, they got it.
Oh,
Both of them do.
bro. Dragonov will be a WrestleMania main eventer sooner rather than later, bro. He
Facts.
is, bro. His entrance, he has a little like robe. His music, he does the to the song, and
Mhm.
everybody's doing it. Like, bro, he's just a fighter, bro. He's just a fighter, bro. Like, he's believable. It's almost like Gunther when it comes to like making wrestling valid, like validity, bro. Like he brings the validity, bro. Like you believe everything he says, every move he makes, every punch he throws, it's real, bro. Like
Yeah,
he's
I mean, and on the topic of real, there's no way he bladed. I think he actually
oh,
genuinely got busted
he
open.
definitely was bleeding for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And and like you just said, I couldn't tell if he was just selling or if he actually was hurt when Melo went for the leg drop and Ela like hit him with the clothesline, which I think he did hit him, but it wasn't like a legit clothesline. When Elia was just freaking out,
Mhm.
like it, I was like, and that shows that he's doing a good job. That I'm questioning it, but I'm like, is he actually in for real pain right now, or is he just selling it?
Bro, he's great at showing emotion in his face. Like he could put on a silent match and you could know everything he's feeling and everything he's trying to convey. It's just great, bro. After,
Just
after the match, bro, you know, go, you're good.
I was just gonna say, I mean, like you said, I mean, how Melo showed that technical side to him, that how he can adapt to that, and that's a testament how good he is. I mean, this is just hard hitting wrestling, dude, and just intense and athletic, and that cutter that he hit on Ilya made me wince. Because they jumped from the apron to land on the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
That hurts.
Oh,
It doesn't matter who you are.
it was one spot where like Melo hit Ilya with something and then he bounced off the ropes, bro, and came back with the forearm. That was crazy. That was crazy.
The mid-air Inzaguri, how
Yeah,
he caught him
yeah.
flush. I'm like, that's skill, man.
Like
I
this
mean
was
that,
they told a story, bro. Like they literally told a story. Like
and
this is what it
sometimes
needs to be. Every single match, this is what it needs to be, bro.
this is what wrestling should be. I
Yeah.
remember you and I talked about that before we even started this podcast, or maybe we did start, and we were talking about how we love black and gold, the prime days, and just how every match felt real. Every match had stakes, every match had hype, every match was hard hitting. That's what wrestling should be. So remember what I said about MJF and Samoa Joe, how that their AEW style really is a little slow for my taste. NXT No Mercy is my taste when it comes to wrestling.
Oh, literally. Like, bro, if we were to say this roster is the only roster we had to work with for the rest of the year, there was no main roster talent, I would be completely fine with that because I know we'd be getting banger after banger, and we would still be getting great stories too.
Mhm.
I wouldn't feel like I'd be missing out on anything. After this match, bro, I went to WWE shop, tried to see if they had a Dragunov shirt. They didn't have them yet, but they're gonna get him soon since he's champion now. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop about $30 on one of them, man.
In some stories, the dragon is slayed, but tonight the dragon slayed him. Long live the Tsar.
No, literally, long live. That's so hard, bro. Long live the czar, man. Come on, bro. Main event, man. My girl, man, Tiffany Stratton versus my other girl, Becky Lynch, man. Going into this match, I obviously had mixed emotions. Didn't know who I wanted to get the dub, man. But that none of that mattered because boy, did they show out, bro. They put on a match. Tiffany Stratton proved she could go toe to toe with a WrestleMania main eventer. She proved that she's really about it. She will put her life on the line for this. Yeah, man, this match was crazy. Like it was a whole bunch of crazy spots. The craziest one obviously was the swanton off the to the outside of the ring onto the table. Um, and also she did like, did you see when Stratton did like the cannonball onto the chair that Becky Lynch was? Did you see that? Becky Lynch was like sitting in the chair, and Tiffany Stratton was
Yeah.
walking to the announce table, and she like did the
Yeah.
cane. I was like, holy, bro. But yeah, man, this was a match, man. I like it was a match, bro.
I mean, first of all, okay, let me ask, like with Ilya, Tiffany didn't blade either. There's no way. I think that was
There's
genuine.
no
When
way.
she got smacked by that chain, I think that actually busted her open.
Yeah,
So she may look like Barbie, but girl's tough. That shopping cart spot was funny for me, creative but funny.
it's crazy. Yeah.
Okay, the Barbie doll spot was funny, but you can't tease us with tax and
No,
not use.
literally, I was like, no way to let her use tax, bro. No way they're gonna let us use tax, bro. Like, I was gonna be so hyped if they used tax and they pulled out Barbie doll.
I'm sure it still hurt, but like, bro, either use them or don't.
I was like, bro, really? But I mean, it was funny, I guess, but
It was. I mean, like, it was funny how like Tiffany missed like the first couple blocks when Becky was throwing him there, and then she blocked. I mean, that was funny, but again, like, don't you can't tease us with that.
nah, literally, bro, literally.
Yeah, and just that cartwheel barricade spot. That just, I mean, her moonsault and swanton bomb is beautiful by Tiffany, but that cartwheel spot into the barricade just goes to show how athletic she really is. That was awesome.
He
Yeah,
is
like you said, the swanton bomb was probably the craziest spot, especially because the table didn't break completely.
yeah,
But I mean, just what a freaking ending. I mean, just that sequence, man. I mean, just the swanton again, kicked out, moonsault landed on the chairs, and then manhandle slam on the chairs. I mean,
crazy, bro.
what a match. What a night. What a pay-per-view. I'm keeping up with NXT more now.
Hey, bro. I think they're gonna hold on. All right, so we got a couple, two more things to talk about.
Okay.
I think they're gonna bring Tiffany up to the main roster because I think there's like she won the title already. There's really no one else for her to feud with. So I think she will be okay in a main roster spot. I would like to see her feud with like a Charlotte. I think that she would benefit from a Charlotte feud, especially since they're so similar in move style and look and everything. I think that's like great TV, like that just waiting to be made. But we gotta talk about the ending, man. After the match, we see Carmelo and Trick in the locker room. Melo's trying to comfort Trick. It's okay, bro. It happens, bro. You'll bounce back. And then Melo is he eyes the North American title. But I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. I feel like they should just bring Melo up to the main roster and have him join the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
I wouldn't mind seeing that eventually if they went down that route, but here's how I'd book it. First off, you got to do Ilya versus Melo one more time. Do a rubber match,
I don't
maybe
know,
add a.
bro. It's like I don't know if they can top that, bro. I don't know, bro. I'm not
Well,
down,
and
but I don't
that's
know.
why I say add a stipulation. Make it 2 out of 3 falls, Iron Man, maybe Steel Cage, any of that. I think like fully like end this feud with decisiveness, and Ilya goes over for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
And probably low key have Mello turn heel and go after Trick, and maybe Trick beats Mello one time or twice to solidify himself, and then bring Mello up to the main roster.
yeah, yeah. I just don't know how I feel about because Melo was the NXT champion, right? That is the best thing you can be in NXT. I just don't know how I feel about him like going down a level just to feud with Trick, if that makes sense.
And I get that because I mean the NXT's title's the world title of their brand, but emotional decisions, right? It's jealousy. Now Trick has gold and I don't.
Yeah.
Trick has been by my side. Trick has been my manager. Now I don't want it to be the other way around because I'm him, he's not.
Mhm. But I would not mind to see if they do go that route. I definitely would not mind to see, like you said, a heel Carmella. Like you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me, Trick. Like I'm the reason you're in the spot. You are nothing without like that. That would be some great TV, bro.
100%.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that was No Mercy, man. That's my favorite pay-per-view of the year so far. Wrestle Dream is tonight, and I'm pretty sure the way it's looking, that might end up being my favorite pay-per-view too, but I don't know, man. that was definitely WWE's one of WWE's best pay-per-views in a minute, bro. For sure.
NXT, No Mercy, and WrestleMania probably up there for me.
Yeah.
Low key probably have to put in Backlash and Money in the Bank as well. But yeah, I mean this was S tier, 100%.
Like, bro, that Carmelo, I'm probably gonna go back and rewatch that match.
I have rewatched just them walking backstage like 15 times. I mean, like it just gives me that's probably gonna be my pre-workout now for the next few weeks.
My pre-workout is about to be Ilya's promo talking about long live the czar. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's so crazy. He's so good, bro. He's just so good. That's all I can say.
Yeah, really have nothing but positive things to say. All matches were great. Everybody should be proud. Sean, keep cooking. This last thing I'll say. They better step up for Fastlane.
No, really, because the way it's looking, mm, I don't
Like,
know, man. I don't know.
because I mean they better bring their A game out. Last thing. I'll never forget the first time I watched NXT Takeover Brooklyn. I had only seen one episode of NXT before then. I just remember that being Bayley versus Charlotte and Rhino versus Samoa Joe. And I watched NXT Takeover Brooklyn the night before SummerSlam because this is when I got right back into wrestling, and Undertaker and Brock Lesnar had me hyped, and I was just blown away. And I remember after watching NXT Takeover Brooklyn 1, I was like, the future is bright. After watching NXT No Mercy, the future is bright.
It was like feeling like, bro, we're in for a good ride, bro. Like, this is wrestling. Like, this is how it's supposed to feel when you watch this, bro. And the main roster has not made me feel like that in a long time, bro. In a long time.
WrestleMania for me, if we're talking about like the peak. But
Yeah.
other than that,
Yeah. Like, this is wrestling. Like, this is storytelling. This is how you're supposed to feel after a PLE ends or a pay-per-view ends, whatever you want to call it.
yep.
Yeah, man. Well, that was NXT No Mercy. Great show. We appreciate the love in these past videos, guys. We're gonna keep putting out content for you all. Please like and subscribe to help us with the the YouTube algorithm, man. So yeah, we appreciate you guys so much. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thank God for wrestling.
Thank you guys as always. We're going to keep doing what we're doing to the best of our ability. We love you guys. Thank you. And thank God for wrestling. We will see you in the next one.